Welcome back to Ironhorse Classics, and today we have a really unique 56 Chevy Bel Air Custom. Custom is just part of the equation of what we've done to this car. Over the last 9 years, what we have done is created new levels of steering, performance, tires, new headers, paint. We've done everything to this car over the last 8 or 9 years. So what we'd like to do is introduce you to the car. The car is a 56 Bel Air, and it came from a special place in Kansas, and the owners of the car are with us today, and we're gonna sit around and talk about how unique this car is and what it means to them. It's a 327, which wasn't originally part of this car. 283 was the original engine to the car. And you've got Corvette style valve covers, you have aftermarket AC, you have power brakes, you have a new addition to power steering, you have an aluminum radiator. So typically these are not factory items, these are aftermarket items, and these items that we've installed on this car have only made the drivability of this car much better. And I can tell you that not a lot of cars have gone around Texas Motor Speedway, and this particular young lady that owns this car, she can actually say she has raced this thing around Texas Motor Speedway. Guys, in the back of this car is quite different than what it was born with. Even though we did a traditional tire, what we've done is we've upgraded the stereo system to a subwoofer, because I know these guys like this band called War, and the name of the song is Lowrider, because that's how they pulled up here today. This car has such a great history. They've written a book about it, and here is the book. And what we've got is great pictures from when it was born back in the day, when it was restored, and the guys in the 1960s driving it around. And what I'm gonna do is have the Danny and Buddy Barrows come and join us so we can talk about what's in the book and what the car means to them.
Hey, I'm Danny Barrows. This is my husband, Buddy. And we've owned Linda Lou since 2018. We acquired her from some family friends. So I moved to Rockwall in 8th grade, and I met the Serios family when I was 15 years old. And I actually dated all through high school, the youngest of the 4 brothers. And his parents were like family to me. His mom was like a second mother. Linda and Jess Serios were married back in 1958. And before that, they were dating, and Jesse had a 1956 Chevy Bel Air. Not this one, but the original. And he, in 1956, was a founding member of the Black Widows Car Club in Kansas. And this was really his pride and joy. And a lot of the things that you see on this car today, he did with that original 56. But in 58, he and Linda were married. They subsequently had 4 boys. You know, life moves on. You grow up, they got rid of the 56, you know, got a station wagon, and life moved on. But in 1996, they decided that they would recreate that 56 Chevy Bel Air. And so they started finding all the pieces that they needed to do a full restoration and did most of the work themselves. Jesse was a great upholsterer, and so he did that out of his home for a living. And in this particular car, he did all the original upholstery, ordered it from the factory, and did all this upholstery work himself. When they finished the car, they took it and showed it at several places. They would drive it around town. Linda loved to get out and drive in this car with Jesse, and they really enjoyed it. But eventually she came down with Alzheimer's. And so ultimately, she had to go to a facility to be cared for. And Jess would bring this car and pick her up and drive her around town to help her remember. Eventually she lost her battle with Alzheimer's and she passed away. And then a couple of years later, Jesse also became sick. And when he lost his battle with cancer, I literally threatened the 4 brothers to say, you can never get rid of this car. You must keep it in the family. 2018, they decided to sell the car, and thankfully I was their call. So they called and asked Buddy if we wanted to buy it. And we of course said yes. And we immediately had them bring it over to the house and drop it off. At the time that we were getting ready to register the car, we knew that we had to have a special license plate for it. And so we named her the Linda Lou after Linda Serios.
We knew we wanted some additional work to be done to the car. And we looked around and we found Ironhorse Classics, not knowing Tim at all. Gave him a call, and he came out and looked at it. He says, yeah, he loved the unique style of it. He loved what's been done to it at that point. but we knew we needed to take it to the next level, which is mainly more safety issues that needed to be done. And he looked at that and he knew we needed some repainting done, we needed some interior work done. Really, back then, the way that they insulated cars was using roof tile. Well, you know, that's just how they did it back then. So all this was taken out, and we had it re-insulated, soundproofing more than anything else. We had power brakes put on. We wanted to make the steering a little better because it's manual back then, so now it's power steering. We had Ironhorse Classics come in and just redo the engine completely, just clean it all up and make it look a lot better and a lot cleaner in how it drives. And it's Texas, and we had the factory air conditioning installed, which was actually part of it you could buy as an option. I think what's important about the paint is that this is the original paint color that was available during 1956 in this particular style. And what was the paint color?
It's Inca Silver over India Ivory. And this was the exact color of Jess's car when he bought it in 1956.
So bringing it here to Ironhorse Classic, they had to go research and look up this paint, and that's what we repainted the car with, because we wanted to keep it as original. There are modern features to it that kind of makes it a hot rod, the shave handles. We took the hood ornament off and those types of things, but still wanted to keep that classic look. I'm just a real believer in keeping things classic. I think the biggest thing I liked about hearing the story and the book that was developed is Jesse Serio would say is, remember, I taught you everything you know, I didn't teach you everything I know. And it's just a unique story. I'm glad that it can be in our family now. It's gonna be passed down to our daughter, she's 26 right now. I'll be long and gone, but you know, 100 years from now, she'll have a story that she can pass down to her next generation. Another thing that we added to this is we love to listen to music when we're going down the road. And so we had Tim upgrade the sound system, put a nice bigger box in the back, a good woofer system. So we're cruising down the road, we can listen to the songs, a lot of ZZ Top and Warren, whatever it may be, banging away, so it's good music to travel to.
Yeah, this is a great car. There's so many memories with this car, both with Linda and Jesse and everything that they did, but also since it's come over to Buddy and I. I went back to college. We had to do our graduation outdoors, and thankfully we did it at Texas Motor Speedway. So I got to drive this baby all the way around the track, pulled up, jumped out, got my diploma, hopped back in and took off. So it's been a fun car to have. It's been a fun car to drive. Linda and Jess, again, were like family to me. Linda was the one person in my life that really taught me that relationships are important. And she always maintained her relationship with me. Years after, you know, I stopped dating her son, years after they moved back to Wichita, Kansas, every time she would come into town, she would come to see me. And so I just appreciate the ability to have the car, and in the spirit of relationships, you know, I really appreciate the relationship that we've built with Ironhorse Classics and with Tim Goodwin and the whole team.
Yeah, I just want to reiterate again that I really appreciate what Ironhorse Classics have brought to restoring her back. Not that it was good to begin with, but they brought it to the next level, which I think is important, and what they do with custom cars, classic cars, and it's just a great thing to have. So next time you're in Wiley, Texas, look up Ironhorse Classics. I think you will be great that you could come by and look at it and get a chance to meet Tim Goodwin. He's a great man to deal with, and he'll take your car to the next level.
Thanks for watching our video.